morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the left pedal, and last week we got to go for a spin in a 2016 Jaguar F-Type. Today we're going to take a look at the car's technical details and performance specs and see what made the car drive so very nicely. Should be a pretty fun episode. Let's get into it. One cool thing about the F-Type is that Jaguar gives you a few different options at different price ranges, with engines ranging from a brutal supercharged V8 all the way down to a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. The one I drove last week was equipped with a 3-liter supercharged V6. While obviously I would have loved to play with the more powerful engine, the V6 honestly blew me away. Ours made 340 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. Respectable numbers and just powerful enough to make a high-effort driving machine. It's one of those cars that just begs you to push it as hard as you can. In a world where every other car seems to have a turbo on it, the supercharger was a lot of fun. No waiting for it to spool up, the power is there right away. These days though, the 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder model are no longer offered. For 2023, Jaguar is only selling the car with a V8 engine, pushing 444 horsepower, with an option to push it up to a very impressive 575 horses. Jaguar offers the F-Type with a 6-speed manual transmission or an 8-speed shiftable automatic. You have options on the power output as well. The car is offered with either all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive depending on your preferences. Ours went from 0 to 60 miles an hour in right around 5 seconds. I didn't top it out, but the factory says the top speed is right at around 161 miles an hour. With the V8 powered F-Type R featuring noticeably smaller numbers with a sub 4 second 0 to 60 and a top speed of 186. As far as the newer models go, it's even faster. The way the Jaguar handled was something special. It had a very intense feel to it. It was significantly more raw than I had expected. The vehicle is nicely planted, and the steering and throttle inputs are just sensitive enough to give you that race car feeling. It's not a small car by any means, and you can tell immediately that you're driving a big machine, but it really adds to the experience in a way. It's fun to throw the weight of the vehicle around. It's 176 inches long and 74 inches wide, 51.5 inches tall with a wheelbase of 103 inches. The V6 weighs in at about 3,500 pounds, with the V8 being a little heavier in the 3,800 pound range. So like I said, a little heavy, but the front and rear wishbone suspension feature adaptable dampers and handle the weight well. Powerful front and rear disc brakes bring the car from 60 miles an hour to a complete stop in about 105 feet. The body of the car is a work of art. The exterior had, in my opinion, better lines than anything else in the price range. It has a sort of sophistication to it. It looks sporty, but it also looks very mature. Ours was a coupe, but there's also a roadster option if you want to be able to take the top down. I don't think you need it though. The glass roof on the hardtop is very nice, and you will sacrifice some of the car's agility if you choose to go with the heavier convertible option. Between filming the reviews and making these details and specs videos, I do some research on the cars and see what other people have to say. Apparently lots of folks don't think these cars are comfortable. I thought the interior was excellent. I don't know if maybe people are comparing it to larger luxury cars or what, but to me it felt like a proper sports car interior. It's a little snug, but that's kind of what I want in a car like this. The infotainment system is junk, I'll give you that much, but the rest of the technology in the car seemed world class. The F-Type's driving modes were easy to switch between, and there was an immediate difference between the regular driving mode and the much more exciting dynamic mode. The car has a retractable spoiler that's supposed to come up at speed, but we couldn't get ours to work. Maybe it was broken, or there's also a valid possibility I disabled it somehow. So I didn't get to film it, but I can show you this little animation. The Jaguar F-Type is anything but a normal car. It never lets you forget that you're driving a performance vehicle. It's got the fancy interior and a sort of luxury feel all the way around, but there's a constant rumble from the engine that keeps you excited every minute you're behind the wheel. It really does tick all the boxes as far as what you want out of a sports car. It's definitely something I could see taking a long commute in every day. I don't think it's a car for everyone. Jaguar makes plenty of quiet, comfy vehicles if that's what you're into. The F-Type is built for the guy or girl that wants to take their dream car to work. It's unapologetically a show-offy sports car, and I don't see anything wrong with that. If you want to see more on the F-Type, make sure to check out last week's video and consider subscribing to us here at The Left Pedal. We've got lots of cool cars, lots of cool animations like this one. I'm Soda Pop, and I will see you next time.